Okay, hello guys, OverBidden here. Let's do a quick video recording of the things that I did in the game Diablo 4 since the launch of the game to almost the release of Season 1. So the written version is right here. Basically, I leveled up 2 characters. Both are rogues to level 100 in softcore. Killed Lilith. Both characters are rogue. One is a penetrating shard rogue, the other one is a twisted blade rogue. The twisted blade rogue is leveled up for killing the Lilith. Both characters, they have their own set of gears, and one of the best gears for both characters are the gloves that have basically the max roll on all the aspects. Let's go to the other character real quick. I actually level up the first penetrating shard rogue before the second twisted blade rogue, because I always like a range character in any game. But after leveling up to level about 80, I realized that the range build is extremely hard to kill Lilith. So I set this build aside, and then I level up a different melee rogue to kill the Lilith. But either way, both characters are level 100 right now. For the range rogue, I level up from level 1 to level 100, or by solo self-found. For the melee rogue, I have group play and got boosted from level 1 to level 65, and then between level 65 and level 100 I have purely solo self-found by playing the Nightmare Dungeons and the Hell Ties and all that good stuff. Some materials, bunch of materials, still 77 Forgotten Souls after rolling all the gears, and then a bunch of spear gears for both builds as well. Not only that, I have a lot of just like anybody else, I have a lot of spear aspects and all the other good stuff, which I will showcase a little bit later. And of course, I have all the renowns claimed for the actual paragon points and the skill points, and all the mules for all the items. Yeah, let's go to the Excel sheet that I accumulated over the past month or so. So this is the penetrating shot items, and then the item aspect priorities, and then the aspects for each piece of gear. This is the paragon board. Oh, I forgot to showcase the paragon board. The paragon board, their glyphs, and then the study of a lot of other players' paragon board, and then I made some improvements upon them. The same thing for the twisted blade, gears, aspects, preferred aspect from different piece of gears, paragon board studies, and mules. I have a detailed recording of my 8 mules, right? What items they have on them, are they full or not, how many rows left, what is being kept, leveling gears, aspect, mainly aspects, all that good stuff. I have my own tier list of the Nightmare Dungeons, what to run for and then what not to run. Okay, and then the Lilith, some tips for Lilith damage calculation. So basically they are about 7-8 damage brackets in Diablo 4, that between different brackets the damage is calculated by multiplied, but within a specific bracket, then all the damage are additive on top of each other, and that's the reason that vulnerable and critical damage and then main stats, those are really important, and then some conditional damage that they are all in the same brackets. For example, damage while CC'd, damage while slowed, damage, stuff like that are not as important. So those serves as a fundamental knowledge of the game. And then I have the tier list of the rogue. Yeah, let's go to the Paragon board real quick. I didn't showcase my Paragon board. So because I did mainly majority, almost 100% solo self-found by doing the Nightmare Dungeons, I have a lot of experience on the Paragon boards and especially glyphs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 max level of glyphs, and then I'm only utilizing 5 on this build, and then on the other character I have even more experience. Now, by the way, the Paragon board is based upon 5, 6, or even more people's existing Paragon board, and based on my own study. They set a really good foundation of how to build the Paragon board from the ground up. But as you saw earlier, that I compare and contrast everybody's versions of Paragon board and then come up with my own version, to the point that I could pinpoint all the things that I did that are better than all the other people's board, even though they may be better players compared to me, just because I spend more time and I'm more involved. Maybe in the end have more knowledge and experience on the character rogue. Skill point. I don't think I need to showcase the skill tree, because I do change the skill tree a lot when I run the dungeons. A lot of times I switch between those two. Preparation is for killing the bosses, and then inner side is for speed farming. Either way, so I have already showcased the Excel. Oh yeah, let's go to the bookmarks. Obviously, there's just like when I play any other games, I have a ton of bookmarks that bookmark all the things that I reference to, right? Different builds, and YouTube playlist, Helltide, there's the map, there's the countdown, and farming, yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, one more thing that I want to showcase maybe is the Max Road. They have a really good planner that it's good to save all the builds. So I have all the builds saved up. So yeah, I can go to any build that will just show me. Oh, I can just follow this, right? Yeah. Let's talk about the game in general just a little bit. So for the first 100 hours, 150 hours or so, the game is really fun, right? I'm trying to understand the fundamentals of the game, trying to understand the Paragon board, the skill tree, the class in general, and then later I theory craft all the builds, all the gears, all that good stuff, right? I'm learning things every section, right? So it was really fun, but after the initial 150 hours, which didn't last long at all, for the majority of the time that I spent in this game were me grinding the Nightmare Dungeons, just to slowly grind up the levels for the eventual Lilith kill, right? So the end game, like many other people complain that it's really empty at this point, and because I played this game to such an extent that, and then also Season 1 is gonna start in about 3 days, right? Right now is July 17th. I play this game to such an extent that I don't feel the need to play Season 1 or even Season 2 unless they have some major and fundamental changes, which they definitely don't have. So yeah, we'll set this game aside, and then we will maybe revisit this game like 1 year or 2 years down the road, which remind me something that Creparian and also another guy. Who's the another guy? What's the name of another guy? mainly Kriparian, that he did a very detailed review of the game before the launch of the game, and also from some other people. Many hardcore Diablo players, they gave this game like maybe a 6.5 out of 10, and the general consensus is that the game is not going to be very polished until maybe 1 or 2 years down the road. So I couldn't resist the hype, and I played the game, and then I came to the conclusion after several hundred hours. So there's that. But yeah, I did experience what everyone else got to experience, and then maybe to a deeper extent. So maybe next time, don't follow the hype, right? Don't follow the title, don't follow the brand, and then just if I want to really utilize my time and then have an efficient and then intense, concise enjoyment through a title, I should just trust my gut, trust my research, right? And then resist the temptation. Yeah, that's about it, right? Yeah. Feel free to share your experience of the game, and then yeah. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. See you later.